everybody, Chean here with another great Team Toast battle. I know it's been a while since we uploaded, so I am sorry about that. This is a great battle against a good friend of mine, Tyler, and it's a roulette battle actually, so somewhat random teams, but it turned out pretty well. I ended up having a lot of walls, but it worked out pretty sweet. So I lead off with Flygon, he leads off with Ninjask, he gets off the Swords Dance Speed Boost Baton Pass, unfortunately, and I go for the EQ, even though I know he's going to Baton Pass, just to get some damage up. Unfortunately, goes into Gyarados, which is immune, and I have to take a hit from a Waterfall, which I know I can live because it is super defensive wall Flygon, and I get a Toxic up on his Gyarados, which is really critical because it means I can basically Toxic Stall him to death. And I go into ATE, my Celebi, and I know that I can get Leech Seed and Lefties and Leech Seed Toxic Stall his Gyarados down because Celebi is a super physical wall just like Flygon. And I recover here just to recover some damage up. It recovers the main reason I was able to do this because with +2 attack Gyarados is still pretty super dangerous. I found out afterwards that this was a bulky Dragon Dance Gyarados, so it's a good thing I wasn't hitting him, but just recovering. And I don't know, for some reason he didn't DD here, he just kept hitting me. I guess he was hoping for the crit. He told me he never really had an opportunity to Dragon Dance, but I mean, you'd think he would do that to get some extra damage. Anyways, Gyarados goes down to the last tick of Toxic, and he switches in Flygon. I know this is a Scarf Revenge Kill Flygon from battles against him before, and I mean, it's a pretty common set, so I go into Nessie to take the obvious Fire Blast and get up 2 layers of Toxic Spikes as he switches into Shuckle. Toxic Spikes don't really do anything in this game because most of his team is immune to them, which is kind of a shame, but they're still very helpful. He's got the burn on Nessie from the Fire Blast, which is kind of unfortunate because that was sort of critical. It did a lot of damage to Nessie that I didn't really need to take, but I guess not that big a deal. So I hit Shuckle with Surf with Nessie, then go into Celebi to take the Bide, and basically just walled the Shuckle down with Leech Seed. I hit it with Grass Knot, which actually does pretty much nothing, and he wraps me. I guess to make me stay in, but I mean, I'm not going to switch out since the Shuckle can't do anything to me. So he switches out, goes into the Flygon. I Hidden Power Ice here, which is a really good call on my part. I was pretty pleased with myself, and I basically take this Flygon down to nothing. I switch into Nessie to take the Fire Blast that I know he's going to go for again, and I think I stand and go for the Surf here. Yeah, I do, but he switches out to Jirachi to take the Surf, and this Jirachi is just a huge pain in the butt throughout this whole game for me. I mean, I really don't have any good counters to it. Celebi can wall it, sort of, but it's just a huge pain in the ass. So he gets up Stealth Rocks, and as I try to Leech Seed it, and it goes down, to, the Ninjask he switches in goes down, rather, and he switches in Jirachi, and I know this is Scarfed Ironhead Serene Grace Jirachi, and it's just the biggest pain you're ever going to see. Celebi gets the flinch, and then he evades my Leech Seed, which is a pain. I'm trying to Leech Seed here because I know if I can get some standard damage on it, I can sort of wall it with Celebi. Celebi plays a great game this match, incidentally. Really, really a huge part. I think I take out a good chunk of his team with Celebi. So I get the Leech Seed up, and I'm recovering some damage from that, and now I just go for the recover a couple times, and I don't flinch and get the recover up, and he goes down to about a third and switches out because he realizes he's going nowhere, goes into Shuckle as I HP Ice, which does pretty much nothing. I go for the Grass Knot here. Again, I'm not sure why. I should have just HP Iced again because I know Grass Knot's not going to do anything. But I just Grass Knot a couple more times and Toxic will take it down. He goes into Flygon, and I Grass Knot, and that takes out Flygon. So, good job, Celebi, doing pretty awesome. He's got only 2 guys left here. It's Jirachi and something else. And he switches in Jirachi, and he tricks. And I'm just like, no, he tricked. So now I can't keep walling this Jirachi because I'm Scarfed and I'm locked into one move. I switch in Nessie here to just get some damage up with Surf, but unfortunately he just flinch hacks me to death, and I don't manage to do anything. And he's got lefties now, so he's recovering damage, which is a pain. I go for the HP Ice here just to see what I can do, but as it turns out, that's pretty well nothing, and I know that I can't really take it out with that, so Scarfed Celebi is kind of useless at this point. which is a real shame because I know I could have walled this Jirachi till I finally killed it. So I switch in Frank, my Venusaur, to go for the Sleep Powder and hopefully take out this Jirachi, but unfortunately he gets the flinches again and takes out my Venusaur, which is a bit of a shame. So I go into Panzer, my Milk Tank. Another physical wall, just basically to wall out this Jirachi, hopefully. Um, he goes for the Iron Head, I flinch, and I get the curse up here, which is really nice because it gives me the defense to live a couple of Iron Heads and Milk Drink up. And I'm not really sure what I was planning to do here. I guess just try and get up some curses and maybe sweep or at least wall this thing out. So I go for the Hammer Arm here to get some damage, and with curse it does a considerable amount. But he switches in Jolteon. I take it down to about a third, and this is nice. I get the T-Bolt healing me because of Trace, and he switches in Jirachi. I Will-O-Wisp, and because I knew he was going to go into Jirachi because he's locked into T-Bolt and obviously can't touch Suisse. And I get the burn on Jirachi, which is just fantastic because otherwise he really would have basically destroyed a lot of my team with Iron Head. I don't have anything. Even Panzer can't really comfortably live that. Um, so I've got the burn here, and I'm just barely living uh, hits from Panzer. Hits from his Iron Head, that is. And here he has to start U-turning because he told me he ran out of PP on his Iron Head, which is great because I really don't know what I would have done if he hadn't. And so I switch in Suisse to take the Shadow Ball. It does a little bit more than I thought it would, but not really a big deal because it's going to go down to Toxic pretty soon. It Shadow Balls again to take out my Suisse. But I know I can just switch in Miltank and basically wall this Jirachi out. So here it's pretty much good game. It was a great battle. I go for the Milk Drink here, and I'm basically just going to Hammer Arm this Jirachi to death because it can't really take me out with the burn cutting its attack. And, I mean, it has to U-turn now, which is doing absolutely nothing. So yeah, great game, Tyler. That was a fantastic match. And enjoy the rest of this battle. Oh, I miss with Hammer Arm here, that's right. And not here. I miss with Hammer Arm here. Takes a little bit longer than it should have to finally take down this Jirachi, but it does go down. So GG Tyler, that was a good match. I quite enjoyed the roulette. And yeah, it was a very good battle. It was pretty close right till the very end. So yeah, comment, rate, subscribe guys, and I will see you all later.